Hi students, my name is Ratnaprabha Patil. Today we are going to continue with your topic dual nature of radiation and matter, and this is your fourth lecture. In last lecture we have studied about Einstein's postulate of quantization of energy and photoelectric effect. Today we are going to start with wave particle duality of electromagnetic radiation. Light behaves as a quanta when it interacts with matter. From theoretical and experimental investigations, it was confirmed that light quanta can have associated momentum. What it means, as we have studied various experiments or phenomenon just like interference, diffraction, then polarization, in such a experiments or phenomenon light behaves as a wave. But we have studied right now in this lesson photoelectric effect, where when light is incident on metal surface there will be the emission of electrons from metal surface. So to remove electrons from metal surface there should be some matter or particle required. So photoelectric effect shows or proves that light or electromagnetic radiations are behaves like a particle, some particle also, just like if you want to remove something from the tiffin of yours, so you have to interact with the matter which is present in the tiffin, then and then only physical, that is physical contact with the material which is present in the tiffin should be there. Without touching anything you cannot pull or you cannot take anything. Just like this, electron are getting removed or you can say eject or emit from the surface of metal, and this removal should require some particle contact, and then only electrons can eject or emit or removed from the metal surface. So to explain photoelectric effect, there should be, that is electromagnetic radiation should have particle or particle nature as well, or you can say it should contain some matter that we have studied also. Means what? Light behaves as a quanta when it interacts with matter. When light is incident on metal surface it is interacting with the matter, right? When it is interacting with matter it acts as a, it behaves as a quanta. From theoretical and experimental investigation it was confirmed that light quanta can have associated momentum. So that quanta, that is light quanta, have a some momentum. The question arises that whether the particle can be associated with light or electromagnetic radiation in general. Particle nature was confirmed by Compton in 1924 while performing experiments on scattering of X-rays due to electrons of matter. Compton showed that photon has an associated momentum along with energy it carries. Okay. All photons of electromagnetic radiation of particular frequency have same energy and momentum of photon and momentum. So you have studied that photon is having energy E is equal to h nu. If frequency of photons are same, then energy will be same. If energy is same, momentum is also same. Photons are electrically neutral, means they cannot attract towards the positive, negative potential. Photons can have particle-like collision with other particle. So, means if photon is having two natures, that is wave as well as particle. When it interacts with matter, there will be the collision. During photon particle collision, energy and momentum of the system are conserved, not number of photons. Means if in case of, for example, in case of photoelectric effect, what is happening when light is incident on metal surface, electrons are getting ejected or emitted from the metal surface. So photons are interacting or colliding with the electrons in the metal. If they are interacting or collide with the metal electrons, what will happen? That photon is get absorbed. That photon is absorbed by electron, and energy of photon is transferred from photon to the electron, right? That conservation of energy is conservation of energy takes place, but number of photons not in terms of number of photons. Okay, next part is what? Photon can be absorbed or new photons can be created. In terms of photoelectric effect, when light is incident on metal surface, electron absorbs the photon and new photons can be created. Photon can transfer its energy and momentum during collisions with particle and disappear. When photon interacts with electron or collide with electron in photoelectric effect, electron absorb photon gets disappear and electrons are emitted from the metal surface. Photon always move with the speed of light and never at the rest. Okay, photon means electromagnetic radiation emits, that is radiation consists of photon, right? So if light is having or electromagnetic radiations or light is having speed, whatever the speed that light is having, photon is having same speed, and photon is never at a rest. Mass of photon is not defined and its rest mass is 0. Effect of wave nature of light we have studied in experiments on interference or diffraction. You have studied these lessons before in your syllabus. These topics are there, in which what light behaves as a wave. Some other observations like photoelectric effect, black body radiation can be explained when we consider the electromagnetic radiation as consisting of photon, which we have studied. One dominates in some situation and other works in rest of the situation. Means what? Electromagnetic radiation or light acts as a wave in some situation, just like in interference and in the interference and diffraction phenomenon. In other work, just like in photoelectric effect, black body radiation, Compton effect, light or electromagnetic radiation behaves as a photon, or you can say quanta. Thus, there is a need of hypothesis to explain the dual nature of light. Such a dual nature is shown by whole electromagnetic spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum consists of too many wavelengths, and depending on wavelengths or frequency, they have different radiations, have different names, just like X-rays, UV rays, IR rays, visible light, that is light, and all the electromagnetic radiations which are present in electromagnetic spectrum, everyone shows dual nature. Hence, this phenomenon is termed as wave-particle duality of electromagnetic radiation. Means what? Wave-particle duality means what? Sometimes electromagnetic radiation acts as a wave or behaves as a wave, and in some cases it will act as a photon or quanta. Okay. Now we are going to see next point from your syllabus, that is de Broglie hypothesis. De Broglie proposed on basis of symmetry existing in nature that if radiations has dual nature, sometimes wave nature dominates and sometimes particle nature. Matter may also possess dual nature. Normally, we can talk about matter as composed of particles. Means what? As de Broglie, he is saying that nature loves symmetry, and due to this, electromagnetic radiations sometimes act as a or behaves as a wave and sometimes behaves as a particle. Okay, and due to this, de Broglie used the properties frequency and wavelength of wave and proposed a relation to connect these properties with the particle properties, just like energy and momentum. The momentum carried by photon of energy E is given by equation P is equal to E divided by C. Right? According to Einstein's theory of relativity, this equation is valid for massless particle traveling with speed of light. Okay, this is one equation from Einstein's theory of relativity, where momentum of particle is equal to energy of particle divided by speed of light. Okay, and this is valid for the particles, that is massless particles, or you can say the particle is having negligible mass traveling with the speed of light. Using Einstein's relation for E, that is P is equal to E divided by C, which is equal to, so energy of photon, we have discussed energy of photon is equal to h into nu. H is what? Planck's constant, and nu is what? Frequency of that photon divided by C. So nu divided by C is lambda. Right? Or you can say moving material particle of total energy E and momentum P has associated with a wave analogous to photon. Frequency and wavelength of wave associated with material particle of mass m moving with velocity v is given as v is equal to E divided by h. Sorry, nu is equal to E divided by h, and lambda is equal to h upon p, which is equal to h upon mv. De Broglie referred these waves associated with material particle as matter waves. Wavelength of matter waves is shown by equation 3, which is this equation, lambda is equal to h upon p, or which is equal to h upon m into v, which is called as de Broglie wavelength. For particle of mass m moving with velocity v and its kinetic energy is given by E k is equal to 1/2 mv square, or v is equal to under root of 2 e k divided by m. This equation, then equation 3 becomes, so lambda का equation क्या था, lambda is equal to h upon mv, which is equal to h upon m, and in bracket v, you can put the value of v from above equation, that is, and m upon under root of m upon 2 e k. Otherwise you can write this equation or simplify equation just like, which is equal to h upon 2 m e k. Okay. For charged particle of charge q accelerated from rest through potential difference v, work done is q into v, which provides kinetic energy. If potential difference is v and q is what? Charge on that particle. So, if particle is positive, it attracts towards the negative potential. If particle is positive, charged particle is positive, it will attract towards the negative potential, and if particle is negatively charged, it will attract towards the positive potential. And this is work done, that is charge on particle into potential difference between two terminals is what? Work done. And this work done provides the necessary kinetic energy to that particle, charged particle. So, instead of kinetic energy, we can write work done in terms of charged particle q accelerated through rest through the potential difference of v. So, आपका जो equation था 4, lambda is equal to h upon under root of 2 m e k, which is equal to h divided by 2 m q into v. For electron moving through potential difference of v holds, instead of charged particle, we are taking that charged particle as a electron. So, what will be the equation or de Broglie wavelength? Lambda is equal to h upon under root of 2 me. Me is the mass of electron, E charge on electron, V potential difference through which that electron is getting accelerated, which is equal to, so here we are knowing the values of only potential difference का value हमें पता नहीं होगा, all the other things are constant, just like Planck's constant, 2, mass of electron and charge on electron. If you put all these values in the equation, you will get the answer 1.228 into 10 raised to minus 9 divided by under root of v meter, or you can say 1.228 divided by under root of v nanometer. This is about de Broglie hypothesis. So, de Broglie is saying that nature loves symmetry, and due to this symmetry, sometimes radiation that have dual nature, sometimes wave nature dominates, and sometimes particle nature dominates. And he has put that into the equations, and lambda, which is equal to h upon p, or you can say h upon mv, this is the de Broglie wavelength. Next part is wave particle duality of matter. Material particle shows wave-like nature under certain circumstances. This phenomenon is called as wave particle duality. Means if electron is moving in the space or in medium, it sometimes it acts as a wave or sometimes it acts as a particle, right? Frequency nu, not W, frequency nu and wave number k is used to describe wave, while mass and momentum p are used to describe particle. You are knowing that wave is described by physical quantities just like frequency, wave number, amplitude, just like these. But frequency and wave number, mostly we are going to describe the wave nature by frequency and wave number. Just like that, mass, if something matter is there, there should be a mass. Mass and momentum are used to describe particle. Wave particle duality implies that all moving particles have an associated frequency and wave number along with associated energy and momentum. Means some radiation is sometimes it act as a wave or particle. So it have both the things, that is it have associated frequency and wave number as well as associated energy and momentum. While wave particle duality of matter due to quantum behavior when we are dealing with microscopic objects, means particle which is having size less than or equal to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Okay, means when we are talking about wave particle duality of matter, that particle or quantum behavior we are dealing with microscopic object, not bigger objects. Microscopic means the particle or object should have size less than or equal to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. If all the material objects in motion have and wave associated wavelength, why we are not talking about wavelength of child running with speed v on pathway 2 meter wide or a car moving with speed v on the road of 10 meter wide. Means wave particle duality is related to microscopic particles, not macroscopic, and this we are going to prove. When means if particle is moving in the medium, it is having a wave associated with that particle. Okay, but what if we are moving in the medium, we are traveling in the car, we are traveling on the vehicle, just like that boy is running on the runway, means we are also matter, right? Then why? Then is there is any wave associated with us? That we are going to discuss. So we can take one example. A student weighing 45 kg is running with the speed of 8 km per hour on a footpath 2 meter wide. A small car weighing 1200 kg is moving with a speed of 60 km per hour on a 20 meter wide road. Calculate their de Broglie wavelengths. So we are going to calculate de Broglie wavelength for a boy who is running with the speed of 8 km per hour on a footpath of 2 meter wide and a car moving with the speed of 60 km per hour on 20 meter wide road. So for boy, velocity is what? V1 is equal to 8 km per hour. We can convert it into the meter per second. Velocity converted from kilometer per hour to meter per second. So 8 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 3600 meter per second, and mass of the boy is what? 45 kg. V2 is the speed of car, that is 62 km per hour, convert it into the meter per second, and M2 mass of the car is what? 1200 kg. So momentum P1 for boy is what, or student is what? 45 into 8 into, that is momentum क्या होगा? Mass into velocity. Mass of student is what? 45 and velocity is what? 8 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 3600. Okay, so its momentum is what? 100 kg meter per second for student, and momentum for car is what? You can consider it as a P2. 1200 is mass of the car. 60 into 10 raised to 3 divided by 3600 is the velocity of the car, and momentum of the car will be 20,000 kg meter per second. So we are going to find out de Broglie wavelength for a student and car. So lambda 1 is the de Broglie wavelength for student, which is h upon P1. So value of h is what? 6.63 into 10 raised to, that is Planck's constant, into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second divided by 100 kg meter per second. So you will get the answer, that is de Broglie wavelength for student is what? 6.63 into 10 raised to minus 36 meter, and for car it will be 3.32 into 10 raised to minus 38 meter. So this is too much less wavelength, right? This wavelength is too much less, that is 6.63 into 10 raised to minus 36 or 3.32 into 10 raised to minus 34 meter. This is too much less wavelength. This means what? The wavelength calculated in the above, in this example, is or are negligible, means it is too less compared to the size of the object. Means boy and car is having bigger size than the electron or proton or neutron, right? So as objects are bigger in size, its wavelength associated with it is negligible or too much less, right? Means wavelengths of the objects which are bigger or microscopic in size, there is too much less than the its width or of a path on which that objects are moving. Let's take another example, that is the wavelength associated with macroscopic particles do not play any role in everyday life. So right now we are going to calculate de Broglie wavelength for electron who is moving, that is, if we estimate the de Broglie wavelength of moving electron passing through a small aperture of size 10 raised to minus 10 meter. Aperture means you can say a small hole or you can say a slit. So calculate the de Broglie wavelength of an electron moving with kinetic energy of 100 electron volt passing through a circular hole of diameter 2 angstrom. So here Ek, that is kinetic energy of electron, is what? 100 electron hole. You can convert it into the joule by multiplying it with the charge on electron. That is 100 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. So, if you are knowing the kinetic energy, we can find out the velocity of electron. So, kinetic energy का equation क्या होगा? half mv square. So, half mv square is equal to 100 into 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 joule. You are knowing the mass of electron also, that is 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. If you calculate this, you will get the velocity of electron, which is equal to 0.593 into 10 raised to 7 meter per second. And momentum P is equal to 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg into 0.593 into 10 raised to 7 meter per second. You will get the answer for momentum is what? 5.40 into 10 raised to minus 24 kg meter per second. So, we can if we are knowing the momentum, we can calculate the de Broglie wavelength. de Broglie wavelength का equation क्या है? Lambda is equal to h upon p. So, h is 6.63 into 10 raised to minus 34 joule second divided by 5.40 into 10 raised to minus 24 kg meter per second, which you will get 1.23 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter, or you can say 1.23 angstrom. So, this will be the de Broglie wavelength of an electron moving with the kinetic energy of 100 electron volt in a circular hole of diameter 2 angstrom. So, the wavelength of electron is comparable. You can say, see, when we have found it out or calculated the wavelength for student and car, that is too much less. But for electron, this is comparable with the size of hole. Means size of hole through which that electron is passing is what? 2 angstrom. And wavelength of electron is what? 1.23 angstrom. Both are, you can say, comparable, right? The wavelength associated with this electron is same size as a helium atom and more than double size for the hydrogen atom. Photon picture allows transfer of energy and momentum same as Newtonian mechanics. Whenever wavelengths are small compared to the dimensions of slit or obstacle are not measurable, we can use Newtonian mechanics. Means for larger objects, you can say Newton's laws we are going to apply for the larger objects where it is having the object which are having a more mass, right? Electromagnetic radiations and atomic and subatomic particles, particle nature dominant during their interaction with matter. So, electromagnetic radiations only shows or only behaves just like a particle when they are interacting with matter, just like for example photoelectric effect means they are interacting with the metal surface or electron. Only when they shows that electromagnetic radiation is having particle nature, otherwise they will not show its particle nature. While traveling through space, the wave nature is dominant. Means if electromagnetic radiations are moving or passing in the space, wave nature is dominant. Only when electromagnetic radiations are interacting with matter, they shows their particle behavior or particle nature. Okay, this is all about your lesson dual nature of radiation and matter. Okay, this is your last lecture and this is all about your topic. Okay, thank you.